What's up, YouTube? This is Herb Vernacular TV. If you like the content that I'm producing, please like and subscribe to the channel. It is being reported by the Associated Press that Wikileaks finder Julian Assange has been cleared to be extradited back to the United States to face charges on espionage charges by the United States government. The United States government has been after Julian Assange for the last 10 years. The cables and the document that Assange Wikileaks produced have been damaging to the U.S. image within the global international arena. Julian Assange is being charged for espionage, for hacking into U.S. Governmental systems to obtain those documents. But Assange said he did not hack into those systems. He was doing it as a journalist. But what is Wikileaks? For people who knows and people who don't know, Wikileaks is an international nonprofit organization, a media organization that releases anonymous private documents, secretive, classified documents, releases to the masses of the people as to the behavior of government within the international dealing in the arenas of war, politics, the structure of war and politics and international relations. So Julian Assange been releasing a lot of documents over the course of the past 10 years as he evade being extradited back to the United States to face a espionage charges. So recently, the British High Court, overruled the ruling of the England High Court overruled the ruling of the British judge, saying that Julian Assange could be extradited to the United States. So that's the breaking news. The cable on Julian Assange releases. The cable was on the Afghanistan war. The espionage of the war. How the war was ran. The cable on Assange released it was cable pertaining to what was going on in Syria, the Syrian cable, the Afghanistan cable, the cable that says that Pakistan, Iran, and all was interfering in the war over there, the losing war in Afghanistan. So Assange, the cable that he released, the U.S. and its intelligence agency believed it was very damaging into the apparatus. So he's being charged for espionage. He's been on the run for U.S. on capturing for the last 10 years. Julian Assange was in the Ecuadorian embassy on an asylum case, living in the Ecuadorian embassy for 3, 4, 5 years, I believe so. And he finally was arrested by the government, the British government. So Julian Assange now is facing extradition back to the United States to face espionage charges. That is very interesting. That is very interesting because Wikileaks has been huge in the media, in the leaking of media documents. It was also alleged that Wikileaks released some media cable that showed Hillary Clinton being favored by the DNC chairperson Wisselman and over Bernie Sanders. That's why the DNC chairperson had to resign. So all that is said may have affected Hillary Clinton's chance against Donald Trump when they ran in the election. So those cables being released by Julian Assange has been very damaging in many ways. But to the public, the cable is warranted because the public want to know what's behind the dealings of government. Want to know what behind the dealings on behalf of the people. So like the war in Iraq, the war in Afghanistan, the Guantanamo Bay on log, on how prisoners were treated in Guantanamo Bay on a daily basis. All these cables has been released. So on Julian Assange is facing these charges, and we shall continue to cover this story as it comes along.